Greetings and salutations, and we are back with some Pokemon Unite. Now, I played a few games the other day. I made it to Ultra Class 4. However, IQ ranked solo almost exclusively. And I ran into a Psyduck player. A couple of them, actually. And what I've noticed about Psyduck is he's a rather interesting support. Now, supports, to me, I've played Heroes of New Earth, I've played Dota, I've played League of Legends, I've played Heroes of the Storm, and supports come in all shapes and sizes, for me, personally. A support, to me, is something that is either going to directly affect the battlefield by either displacing units, pushing them around, stunning them, putting on a status effect, slowing them down, something. Well, that's a support. Or just outright healing. So you have healing supports and then you have non-healing supports. Understanding what your support is kind of helps out. Psyduck kind of falls somewhere in the middle ground. He's almost like a nuker support. He often puts out crowd control mechanisms, lowers their defenses, and yet, it's just, he's kind of in a weird spot. Now, mind you, I haven't played him yet. I'm saving up my AS coins to buy him when he comes out. But I just can't help but think that it's weird. He's in a really, really weird spot. And he's a status-inducing support for sure. But he's also, I think he's got a minor heal. One. Other than that, he's just kind of like a nuisance support. It's kind of weird. But in this one, I figured we're going to play a little bit of Gengar. No, we won't. We won't play Gengar, because Gengar is, you don't really want Gengar in the lane. What are we gonna do? Oh, what are we gonna do? I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna give our Shrine style Crustle. Now, I'm gonna drop the rescue hood for lefties, and this is going to become potion, just because I saw how effective it is on, say, like Ho-Oh. Potion on a tank is quite good. That, and you don't really need positioning with Crustle. Now, I don't go Shell Smash Crustle. I never go Shell Smash Crustle, because I don't like it. Lowers your defenses, it gives you more attack. Not my thing. Not my jam. My jam is to shove people around, block them off, that kind of thing. Now, this is why you use, I believe it's X-Scissor later on, to shove people around. And I go with Fury Cutter first, because Fury Cutter, Fury Cutter does extra damage each time you use it on the same Pokemon. And now that I have the Rock Slide, I can stun people, so no big deal. And we're grabbing ourselves a Rock Tomb. Not good. I gotta run. Grab the other one, buddy. There you go. What are you doing, dude? Yep, that's about it. Like, I don't know what he was doing. He should have been getting... See, right here. This is where we're having this issue. Players not getting farm where they should have. He should have backed off into the lane, gotten farm, then came back out in the lane. But he didn't do it. And now we're behind. Not something you want. You don't want to be behind it like that. And now he's going to go die again. Called it. I could score this before. Getting myself the stacks. I'm dead. He's dead. That's a big score top. This loss was brought to you by a fool thinking he knows how to play Ninetales. You see, you guys gotta understand. When you're playing something like Crustle, you have to be very aware and there we go. Failed again. What's bottom doing? This is what I'm talking about, these teams. Look at bottom. Look at bottom down there. Great, you just picked up a couple kills. But now you just sacrificed top's, basically all of top. You just gave up top lane, and you didn't even get all of bottom lane. You just surrendered a whole bunch for nothing. That's pathetic. And I'm dead again. Can I call the concession yet? 30 seconds. 30 seconds till we get a concede vote. And it's not like I'm out-leveled by bottom lane, which had the ample opportunity. It's just our lanes played like manure. We had a Ninetales that didn't know what he was doing. We have an auto-attack Decidueye who's 10. Yep. Calling it. Of course they're all gonna vote no. I mean, we're only behind 2 gates now. But it's fine. We're getting destroyed in team fights. Again, this is what I'm talking about with bad teams. They never think, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that, and, you know, etc. Nope, not them. So I'm blocking that way off. Yeah, and he just went in the other direction. Yeah, I had to use my Unite move, but you know what? That's a dead Darkrai. All I need to do is get tankier and tankier, that's all. What are you thinking? Back off, dude. Or just run. You're not going to win that. I had to regen with leftovers. I don't get it. Why would they commit to that fight? It was the worst possible fight to commit to. You knew he was using Rapid Spin. But my team, I tell you. Can we call it yet? We have a guy AFK now, so at least I'm not going to lose rating. That shows how bad we were getting dominated. It's already game over. I wish people would just learn when it's game over, just to call it. See? I'm sorry, but when you look at the entire team, it's pathetic. Can I call a surrender now? Can we actually get a surrender? We should have surrendered it, 5 minutes remaining. Of course they're not going to vote for it. This is what I mean about this game. You have teams like this that don't know what they're doing, and then they refuse to concede. I'm sorry, but that should get you a 2-game suspension for being an obstinate douche. Well, I'm already dead. That and people AFKing. Those players, I know that they get random bans later on, but it's just unacceptable. Like, if you're going to queue up for a game and then you're just going to quit halfway through because the game's over, how about instead of doing that, you vote yes on concession? They don't do it. See? 115,000 damage taken. Look at my recovery. I was doing my job. My team wasn't. My team was pathetic. Now, had the Alolan Ninetales actually gotten level 4, gone back and killed that one NPC and gotten level 4, and became a Ninetales, we wouldn't have had that issue. We would have been able to actually hold ourselves in the lane. Like, we had one of the first kills. We had it on Blastoise. But what happened? The Ninetales went out and fed. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. That put us back. Mimikyu was then a 7. I turn around, I'm a 5. You're not going to overcome that. And this is the thing I was talking about. It's... People say, wow, they could be kids. They could be kids playing the game. I'm sorry. If you're Veteran, Ultra, or Master rank, and you are a youth, either A, you're going to try to go and become a pro somewhere, or B, you're using your brother's account or your parents' account and they don't know it. Because I don't buy the fact that, I'm just a young individual, 15 years old, running through, going master rank. Is it possible? Yeah. But if you're up to this high of a rank, you're generally a competent player. And then you go and make bonehead maneuvers like that previous Alolan Ninetales. That's not a competent player. Get out of this rank. Get out of Ultra rank. Like, most of the time, I shouldn't have even, I honestly shouldn't have even been as close as I was. A couple of times there, I shouldn't have even gone in on it. But yet I do. Now, you take a look at this team that we have. You got two people that are fast attackers. You got two tanks, both of which are very good at displacing people, especially if Slowbro goes Surf, especially if the other one goes Surf. So you're looking at people going to be having an issue trying to fight against, that much displacement, especially considering, we got a Charizard, I don't know, the Gardevoir might be able to do a ranged nuke and stay ahead of it, maybe. Highly unlikely. I mean, the Charizard can go Flame Punch, and that would put it into the whole displacement thing, because you can shove people around with it. Pikachu doesn't really have displacement per se, so that one's going to be a rough... It's going to be a bit of a rough patch there. Wow. I went a build the other day that was really weird. I went Hex into Shadow Ball, but I'm going to go Hex into the poison one here, so... Hex is fun. He's dead. I'm gonna come back in here and get some more. Like, if you miss a Hex, you don't get another Hex. Once you miss the Hex, you're done there. It's like you're done with those Hexes. There we go. Sludge Bomb into Hex seems to work. I'm going to go top lane. I'm going to stop off here and grab this farm mid. Beautiful. Got him. Gengar's nasty with Hex, if you do it right. You know what I mean? Gengar's very nasty with Hex. But I need to go make a score. Unfortunately, we've pushed him, and this is the problem. When you push him back that far, you can't really get a score, and then it starts causing you some problems. There you go. Beautiful. There we go. Take that advantage. See, now this is what I mean by a competent team. They know what they're doing. Now, see, I know that they're going to go up there and do that, so I'm going to come up here and I'm going to stop them from doing it. I got... That's 2 Unite moves I've eaten. I'm dead. The moment I knew I got Unite moved the first time, I knew I was dead. I knew it was going to be like 3 of them in a row. And sure enough. Now, the smart move would be to have the team wait and not continue to be aggressive. Just let them have that one. You're dead. Shouldn't have done that, dude. See, now is when you should come in and stop them. And then nobody stopped them. Worth. Worth, because we picked up 2 kills there. We gave up the bottom boss, I think. Or maybe they're just waiting for it. Where's Blastoise? Where'd he go? Blastoise went running off somewhere. Did he port? I don't know if you're gonna... I don't think there's gonna be enough time to grab that Regieleki again. If I can pick off the Talonflame, that'll be good going. Ooh, that was a bad ult from you, dude. I'm dead, though. Or am I? That was a good pickup. Isn't it great? Well, you can't stop me from scoring. They are not happy with me. They were not happy with me in the least. Yep. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to play Gengar right there.
2, 1. Time's up.
That's proper Gengar play. 21 kills. Take it. They had a competent team, though. I mean, there was a couple things they could have done. They should have just backed off. Like, for example, top lane, second gate. They should have just backed off prior to it and pushed back against them trying to come in instead of just abandoning it. But they just walked away. And honestly, they shouldn't have just walked away from it. They should have fought that. But, you know, other than that, they were a rather competent team. 100%. And, you know, that's kind of what you need in this game, is you need competent teams. That's really all I ask. I mean, it's not a, you know, a big request. It's not like I'm saying, you know, I need professional players. No, just be very aware of the map. Understand how it works. Like, it's like just grasping the, you know, I don't know, grasp some of the actual concepts of the game. You know, it's not a difficult thing to do, but for some people it's a struggle. I mean, I would love to make like an instructional video that tells you what to do, when, where, why, and how, but it's so hard to do because I'd have to have like another person there to help do it. You know what I mean? I'd have to have like someone along with me to kind of help out the whole, you know, this is what you should do at this point in the fight, this is what you should be doing at this point in the fight, that kind of thing. Because what did I miss in the events? There's something that I missed. Oh, okay. Psyduck's commemorative pass. Alright. Which, okay, so one minor gripe, and I'm gonna say this right now before I log this thing off. I don't have a problem with them doing this type of commemorative pass event for Psyduck, but it should not be behind a paywall. And I will make this very clear, okay? When you do an event like this one right here, over here, this, the premium event pass gets you the actual Psyduck license. That should be up top so that you can earn it for free. The hollowware should be down bottom. And I'm not talking about these temporary passes because that doesn't do anyone any good. Now, people would say, well, then how is Pokemon going to make their money? Simple. Very simple. The most recent event, aside from the Psyduck one, was Darkrai. Now, the Darkrai one had the periphery nodes where you had to roll the dice, you move X amount of things, do the challenge mission, and then you'd get possibly more dice, etc., and so on. I earned the Darkrai doing that. Free to play. Just logged on every day, got my free dice, took all of the dice that the event gave me, and I got him. That's how all of their events should work. That if you have the time and you put in the money, if you have not the money, but if you have the time and you invest the time into the game, you should be able to get it. If you don't have the time, yeah, pay to do a little thing here and there, pay to do this, pay to do that. That's fine. Make that model work better, right? Make it so that free to play gets you the stuff, pay to play gets you there ever so slightly quicker. Maybe because it's for the weekend warriors, I was having this discussion with a friend, matter of fact. I said, you know what this needs? I said, the whole pay to microtransaction thing, right? The whole microtransaction thing in games, there's not a problem there, okay? There really isn't. I don't have an issue with it at all. Microtransactions, if done right, if they're egregious, like they are in, say, Diablo 4, uh, then I don't like that system. Or in Diablo Immortal, I don't like that system. In Diablo Immortal, it literally is a pay to win. There is no way you can earn your way there. You'd have to spend infinite amount of times just to earn your way to what you can do on Diablo Immortal, and even then there's a paywall. What they need to do is take a look at Black Ops 6. Take a look at Modern Warfare 3. Take a look at Vanguard. I know what everybody's saying. Oh, those are all Call of Duties. Aha! But let's say you buy the Battle Pass, the very first one. You play all the way through the Battle Pass. You unlock everything. In Vanguard, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 1, etc., Black Ops Cold War, they always used to give you 1,400 COD points. Those 1,400 COD points, of those 1,400, 1,100 got you next season's Battle Pass for no cost. It allows you to earn from one season to the next. Diablo 4, on the other hand, you buy the Battle Pass for 1,100 Platinum, as they call it, and you earn 600. I don't like that. That's the ineffective model. So what you do is you set it up so that your free to play works and it gets you what you need to do for free. Gets you there, gets you where you need to go. Then what you do is you make the pay to play faction of it allows you to play catch up or allows you to get there quicker. Those are for the people that have a full-time job that don't have a lot of time to sit down to the game. It allows you to get to that point quicker. It doesn't give you a competitive edge like in a PvP scenario, but it gives you a comparable edge in leveling or playing the game and getting to a point where you're on par with other players who have invested the time. Now, people say, oh, that allows you to whale out. Take a look at Hearthstone, for example. Hearthstone, when you whale out, you have a distinct advantage in the beginning of the season, in the beginning of an expansion, like the Great Dark Beyond that came out. Everybody that whaled out has a distinct advantage. However, by the end of that expansion, everyone else has either earned enough cards or earned enough money to earn cards, and now they're on an even keel with those whales. The problem there is, as soon as that happens, the next expansion comes out, and now you're behind the ball again. So, there you go, you have that. But I will say this. There needs to be a game where they balance that equation. And if you can do it, you can make a free-to-play game, and then you make it so that it's fun to play, you make it so that it's involving and deep and complex, but not overly complex, difficulty, but not egregiously hard, and you just make this game and make it fit so that players enjoy it. Now, obviously, you're going to have a small percentage of players that are going to find some sort of gripe or complaint with every game. Happens in every single one. But if you can hit the majority of the market, you make it a free-to-play design, and then you put the microtransactions, you make them cosmetic, and you make them so that there's not really a pay-to-win, but it's more like a pay-to-level quicker. If there's levels in the game, pay to level quicker. Or pay to reduce the amount of time invested. That way, and you can balance it out. You do some internal testing and find out how long it would take somebody who farmed all the stuff to get to that point. And then you say, okay, now we're going to say, let's say you have this amount of time to do that. How long would it take you? Then you figure that out and set up a coefficient that says when you do this microtransaction, it makes it X% quicker, which makes it just about even. That's how you properly run microtransactions. And the game would fly off the shelves. It'd be free to play so everybody could get on. You'd still have enough money coming in to run your servers, and people would enjoy it, so long as you don't do the 3 cardinal sins of free-to-play gaming. First is pump and dump. Don't just put the game out there and then walk away from it. You gotta keep it concurrent. You gotta keep at it. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work. Second, number 2, Don't make it so that these people over here that did the pay to play so that they could have an edge to get them somewhere quicker, don't let that carry over to PvP conflict. Very simple. And then number 3, don't cater to the whiny minority about balance. Do internal testing. Find out if something is indeed overtuned. If it is overtuned, adjust it. But don't sit there and take everyone's word for it and then say, oh, well, we're balancing because we've gotten a lot of player reports that say this is all overpowered. Okay, take a look at the number of active players. If the number of active players is, say, 100,000, if you don't have 51,000 people complaining about it, ignore it. Unless it's a bug, at which point, if it's a bug, take a look at it. But if you don't have the majority of players complaining about something, ignore it. Because look what happens when you cater to the minority in balance, in video game balance. World of Warcraft. And now you have to make micro adjustments. This one has to be adjusted. That one has to be adjusted. That has to be adjusted over there. And now everybody has to have a self-heal. Now everybody has to be defensive enough and have enough defensive cooldowns so that you can solo all the content. Why? It's supposed to be an MMO. You're supposed to struggle with certain things. That builds a community to work together to beat that thing. If you give everybody everything, everybody plays by themselves. And that's the problem with what's happened with WoW. This is why WoW has declined. The last thing that actually had class balance was like Wrath of the Lich King, which is why everybody says that's like the last good expansion. That's what I'm saying. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I got a little off topic there at the end, but it's a very valid topic. You can do a free-to-play system and have it not be pay to win. It's very easily doable. But I hope you enjoyed the video, because I know I did. And I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and have a good one.